Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's Lulu Madueke right here. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. For those of you who have been following me, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. And Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you had a good Christmas celebration because I'm predicting this video to be up on the 26th of December at 11 o'clock. So in this video, this is a vlog anyway. So I decided to vlog my morning on the 23rd of December and what I do, and also follow along with me because I'll be cooking in this video. So first thing first, I'm preparing to stock my chicken and beef. So yeah, just follow along to see the ingredients I put in there. So that's my knock cube. So knock cube or Maggie, whatever we choose to call it, either or. And that's what I put. I also put some Cameroonian pepper. So this Cameroon pepper basically is the one my mom gave to us, or rather she brought it for us from Nigeria. And this is very hot and it's very, very spicy because I've not seen that pepper here, only in the African store. And to be honest, what is in the African store is not equivalent to what we get from home, because I feel like the one from home is hotter than the one from African store anyway. And I also go ahead to add some salt, some nutmeg, onga, garlic, ginger. I also put bay leaves and thyme in my food as well because this stock is the foundation of the food, and I feel like once this is good as the base, the food itself turns out nice. And I mean, as you go along, you also need to rationalize your ingredients to know what you need and what you don't need. The fun thing about cooking in an African home is that you have to use your head to do your measurements. So there's no getting measuring cup or getting measuring spoon. No, you just have to use your intuition to know what's okay and what's not okay and when to stop. So yeah. Normally I would drink green tea in the morning. So whenever I don't take green tea at night, I always take it in the morning because it helps my bowel function, and I really love green tea with honey and sometimes lemon, but rarely have I used lemon these days. So I'm going ahead to cut my onions, garlic, and ginger. And something about me is that I put a lot of onions in my food because I don't know, I just like a lot of onions in my food. And I usually put it at the foundation because like at the stock or blend it, because I don't really like when onions shows in my food, but I like a lot of it. So for this food I made, I used two bulbs of onions anyways, because this was just for the stock, and I also had to cut another one for the main meal itself. And as for ginger and garlic, I feel like I use a reasonable amount in my food as well. I just chop them off until I'm very happy with the shape and the outcome. As soon as I'm done cutting my onions and my ginger and my garlic, I just put it right into the stock as well. And I was just prepping for the meal I was going to make because this was around after 5 in the morning. So I wasn't going to put this on the stove yet because I still had to do my morning routine, my workout and whatnot. So I just did this and just let it sit in the pot and just left it on the stove because I was going to come back anyways to keep prepping it. Normally I hate to see dishes in the sink when I'm like cooking. So basically when I'm cooking anything, I just like to wash alongside cooking. So I just can't throw things in the sink. If you're wondering where I'm putting the dishes I washed, basically I just put them in the dishwasher. So we use the dishwasher in our home to store the plates, whatever. We never use that dishwasher. We only use it to store and clean it like as needed after every storage. So yeah. And this is the rice I'll be using for my main meal today. So basically, this is the closest rice to what I eat back home. So what we eat in Nigeria, this is the closest, and this was going to what was going to give me my result anyways. So yeah, I chose to use this. So I just had to put it in the pot and just let it sit on the stove because I wasn't cooking anything at the moment because this was still early morning. I still had to do my morning routine and shower before coming here. And as you can see, it's still dark outside because it's still very early in the morning, around after 5. And most people are still sleeping, anyways, and it's really quiet. Again, I'm more productive in the morning, so I wake up at that time to do the things I need to do. And, it's just the best, it's just the perfect time for me for clinical. But yeah, I'm not going to clinical today, anyways. And yes, it's just my body. Like waking up early is something that it's just a part of me. Like I can't wake up without an alarm, and I just can't wake up late. Even if I go to bed late, it's very difficult to wake up late. Part of my morning routine or something I do in the morning is just do a little bit of workout. It doesn't have to be intense, just exercise my body a little bit. It could be just cardio, which I do on the stairs, or just use my sitting room to do any kind of light workout. It doesn't have to be anything intense. As you know, we are on lockdown effective, I think December the 13th, yeah, till I think January 11th or so, yeah. We're on lockdown until then, and yeah, the gyms are closed, and yes, basically, so this is what I've been doing at home because I cannot access the gym. So yeah, I really seriously can't wait for things to open back up because especially the gym is like my biggest motivator. Like the gym was my biggest motivator this past semester, and it really kept me going. It really kept me productive, and it's something that I really enjoyed, and it's something that even after my tired days from clinical, I could still go to the gym. Even though I was tired, I would just push myself with my friends to to go, and we'll get a lot of things done. And it was really refreshing. Anyways, it was a good coping mechanism for me. So this is me back from doing my, should I say, 10 minutes or 15 minutes workout? I don't know. But anyways, I came here to turn on my stock so it can really cook. And I usually cook my chicken, anything meat, anything beef in general. I cook for about 30 to 45 minutes because it's just what suits me. I mean, it's different for everyone, and I feel like that's the best way to cook this kind of food. So 30 to 45 minutes is my time for cooking my food. Also, I just finished taking a shower, and this was a late birthday gift from my friend Esther. And is a really cute slippers, and I really love this. And I'm so excited I didn't even go for a size 10. Sorry, a size 11, because my actual size is a size 10. And it was disappointing that I ordered a size 11 one time, and yes, well, it wasn't my size, it didn't fit well. So this time around, I decided to go for my exact size, which is a size 10. And I really like how this fits on me. I think I'm probably going to use this to take a picture sometime this month. Yes, I mean, either or for Instagram, anyways. Well, until then. So I was just checking my stock to know how far it's gone. And I feel like it's come pretty much far. So I was just going to go ahead and turn it and allow the other part, so the top part, to cook more. And then the rice, I was also going to do that as well. So due to the nature of the food I was preparing, I just had to let my rice cook for only 10 minutes because I didn't want it to be too soft so that my food doesn't turn out soggy anyways. So I had to sieve it and just allow it sit in the sieve until I was ready for the main meal. It looks like my stock is ready. So after cooking my stock for about 30 to actually this actually stayed from I think this stayed for over an hour. But yeah, that's by the way. So after preparing my stock, I go ahead to broil it because I have to put it in the oven to give it the look and the taste I want as well. So whenever I finish stocking, I go ahead and put it in the oven. And I'm still going to add a little bit of spice at the top of the chicken and at the top of the beef so you see what it looks like. So I added some Cameroon pepper, some salt, and other spice I thought I needed in my chicken and my meat and my beef. So I just did this and set it to broil in the oven for about 350, around 350 degrees. But yeah, anyways, it stayed in the oven for quite a while because I just like when I cook anything meat, anything beef, anything chicken. I just like cooking them for a really long time. And as for my mixed veggies, so these mixed vegetables, I had to boil them for about roughly 10 to 15 minutes. I like boiling them, and I usually add salt to what I'm boiling because it's just my preference. Again, not everyone does this, but I like heating these things up because I just feel they should be heated up to, you know, I don't know. It's just something I really like to do. And the thing is that back home, we didn't do this anyways because we always got them in the root form. So we got carrots, green peas, bell pepper, onions, cabbage, everything we needed. It always came in the root form. And we had to cut them ourselves and use them in our food. And it was more fresh, like it was fresher, obviously, and it tasted so good. So before I start cooking my main meal, which is fried rice, this is what I'm making. I go ahead to put some oil in the pan and allow it to heat up. Then I'm going to go ahead to add my onions, my red bell pepper, and spices. It's not compulsory to add the red bell pepper, but it's something I really love. I like the taste of the red bell pepper, so I usually add it. And then I add fresh pepper on top of that with some Cameroon pepper. If you know Africans, like Africans, we Nigerians, we love really spicy food, really hot food, but I try not to go too much on that because it's not necessarily good. So personally, I don't use a lot of spice, a lot of pepper in my food, but I use just enough, like just enough that you can basically taste anyways. So when I was done adding my onions, my bell pepper, my fresh pepper, and other necessary spices, I just went ahead to add the stock. So the stock from my meat and chicken was what I added to this. And the color, this color you see is more like a curry color. It's because of the curry spice, because that's what you want your, that's what gives your fried rice its color. So yes, I just went ahead to do this and allowed it to cook, allowed it to boil for about 10 minutes before I added my boiled rice inside it. My parboiled rice actually. So my rice is starting to come to what it should look like. And this is the outcome of the chicken as well. And this is the main, like the rice is done at this point. I turned off the stove and the mixed veggies, I was going to fry it because I still had to go ahead to fry the rice, but I did it off camera because I didn't want this video to be too long. I didn't want it to be too lengthy. So I'm going to show you the finished product at some point, and again, this video is coming to an end. Please don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you all had a Merry Christmas because I did have a good Christmas, even though I spent majority of the time sleeping. But yeah, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye now.